All right, welcome back. It's Shay Seeking or Shalonda. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and go into Second Kings, right? Because again, we were doing Second Chronicles, but then I don't know, something made me want to come back to. And I guess just because today is the 19th, I'm gonna go ahead and start with chapter 19. And again, I've already feel like I've seen signs and things of the day to make me go ahead and go here, okay? And then we'll go into Second Chronicles, okay? Because again, I didn't get to do 17 and 18, even though I saw signs, and I think I started 17, okay, on the 17th, but it was a birthday, so I had to put it to the side, and I didn't get back to it. But I advise you guys to go back and read 17 if you'd like. Then, I'm going to go ahead and go to, we're going to do 2 Kings 19, and then we're going to do Chronicles 19, okay? So, anyhow, I'm never here to tell you what it is or what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me and the information that I've seen and come in contact with on my journey. And again, I think we are in times when we're looking at this text as past, present, and future. And so again, so it says here, when King Hezekiah heard their report, he tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and went into the temple to pray. Okay, so again, this temple could be a temple, and it can also be going within. Okay, because again, whatever it is that we're looking for is going to be within. There are going to be outside things, influences, beings, and entities, and angels, and all these other things that you're going to come in contact with, some of you, but at the same time, you always have to find your way back down that road. And again, for me, that road within, again, that road, I feel like it's in, when it comes to that deep meditation state, when I want to seek the Most High Self to connect to Source, that road is within me, okay? So again, went into the temple. And again, on this channel, this is what we do, just so we can get a clear understanding that we're not genders here. Them always using him or he is to rule out the female aspect of this, so we can't see. Okay, that some women, again, women are going to have more different types of instincts and intuitive things that are going to be going on that these days that are going to be looked at as if they are something that is pagan, or is going to be looked at as witchcraft or something like this, but it's actually something that's within us. Even you can look at it as, well, I guess anybody can look at it whatever they want to. If you want to talk about ascension, kundalini rising, the Christ or corona, your Christ consciousness, whatever, however you want to look at it. So anyway, so it says, then he told Eliakim, Shebna, and some of the older priests to clothe themselves in sackcloth and to go to Isaiah, son of Amos, the prophet, with this message, okay? And it says, King Hezekiah says, this is a day of trouble, insult, and dishonor. It is, it is as when a child is ready to be born. So again, when we're looking at the term child, again, if I were you, I would get familiar with etymology to see what these terms actually mean, so that you be, well informed. So again, it says like womb. We say, it says fetus, infant, a newly born person. So again, a person being born again could also be in a mindset, meaning that you're going to have a different way of doing things, or your mind is going to be, because again, all of this stuff, all these trials and tribulations and things that have been done, again, some things that are seen by the world and some things that are unseen that are happening within our temple, which is the mind. Okay, so a lot of this building and nation building, all this other stuff is going on. The commune with Elohim or whatnot is already going on with some of his people, the elect or whatever you might, or chosen, is already going on with them in their person before it is even brought to the surface. Okay, so again, when we're talking about this whole thing about it can either be delivered. Okay, so again, someone being taken away and delivered to another place. These are things that it could actually really also mean. Okay, so again, that's up to you to discern. All right. So, but I found it interesting that a young person before the onset of puberty. So even it's making me think of something that has to do with someone going into a initiation or a rites of some sort. Okay, that would be a youthful. Like it's making me think about the young angel. That I think he wasn't even an angel, Metatron or whatever. And that he was put in a place, and the angels kind of didn't like that. But I don't even think he was an angel. He was someone that was changed. Okay, and so it's just like I said, what I think we're talking about is a youth, someone they would look at as like a youthful person or not ready, right? You know, in a sense. So it says here, let's see, a young person of either sex. Okay. A human offspring, okay, an immature childish person, or a member of a clan or tribe, okay. So it could just really plainly be speaking of that, a member of a tribe. Again, because again, they would have to go through some kind of something, okay. And so to say that, okay, but the mother, okay, ready to be born, okay. So again, born doesn't always mean that someone came through a female's womb and birth canal. Okay, when we're talking about born and birthing, we're also talking about ships and things like this. So again, I don't know. Okay, so it says a connection with bear is no longer felt. So again, maybe it's even letting someone go or something go. I don't know. Possessing from birth the characteristics or qualities described. Okay. Innate, inherited, inherit. Okay. Let's see. Being talented through inherited qualities. So again, yeah, this is kind of deep. Okay. Born, adjective, being talented through inherited qualities. So again, this is something, a generational thing. This is a generational, it seems like to me. And that this person inherited these traits. It's almost like how you can read back in when we were in Second Chronicles, and it was talking about, but the Lord liked him because he ruled as his father before him did. So again, some of these traits that are in people that end up having them see favor, or God give mercy or favor onto them, like a lot of people say when it came to David. Okay. Brought into an existence. A British nuclear physicist. Okay, born. Okay, so we don't want to talk about this guy. But anyways, the noun is talking about somebody, some man. Quantum mechanics. So again, you can do this on your own. I'm just trying to give us a way to see that sometimes we really are not seeing. We think we know, but we have no idea, and we're not seeing the words. And so again, if you're not, then you're not able to really grasp the depth. And again, I don't look at the biblical text on the surface. There's something that there are things that are on the surface. There are things that are woven in, and there are things that some people that are seers or all these other people are going to have these qualities that are going to help, I feel, show people a different way, you know. And again, it should all still lead you to, but again, it's just going to open up the door so you can see it in a deeper, its deeper meaning. Oh, see, I almost did the same thing. Okay. So anyways, I had to stop for a second. And then I want to make sure it was recording because I've lost so many things without making sure. Okay. So it says that the mother had no strength to deliver it. Okay. So again, you know, I'm just thinking of bringing it forward. Or even, you know, save, rescue, set free, liberate, to set free, to remove, save, preserve, hand over. Okay, so give it up, hand it over. Okay, away, it even says here. Liberal, let's see what that's talking about. Generous, also nobly born, noble, free. Okay, selfless. Okay, admirable. In a bad sense, extravagant, unrestrained. Again, so this is like what? Befitting free people, noble, generous, willing, zealous, noble, gracious, okay? Freedom, befitting a free person, okay? Let's see, people, a nation, okay? So again, are we talking birthing of a nation, right? Are we talking about being birthing of a nation? And some of us standing into our places that have been prepared, that so many obstacles and so many things are in the way where you can't really even, see, right? So again, it's been, for somebody like me, it's been a battle. So again, you have things in the world that are coming towards you as if, it's not. But again, you have to go within and then use that force, right? Which is funny how I think I was wondering about the word Gaza. And then I looked it up in etymology and found out it says the force. So again, when they're talking about these attacks and all these other things, you have to really wonder what we're talking about. There's always going to be symbolism, allegory, parables, and all these things. So again, whatever they're talking about there, the spiritual aspect of it is happening here. What you see physically over there, that is the new place that they created. The real, you see what I'm saying, is what it is. All right. So we're gonna try to talk like that because again, they're watching. They're talking about all this cracking down on cyber. You know the words. So again, we have to, yeah. Okay. So paraphrase or whatnot. So maybe that's why some people were speaking in parables, because we even think about it when they're talking about to speak in Aramaic, don't speak in the other language so that the Jews can hear on the wall, right? So again, you have to wonder what wall we're talking about, have to wonder what wall we're talking about. So again, the deliver, also verb for deliver, would be to deliver a speech, okay? Idea, bring to a destination, make a delivery, to surrender someone or something to another, free from harm or evil, okay? Hand over to authorities, okay? Or another country. So again, makes me think that we're talking about something here, something kind of big, okay? Utter, save from sin, carry out of, perform, relinquish, possession or control over, to throw or hurl from the mound, to batter, okay? Cause to be born, okay? So again, I don't know, this is, when we're talking about deliver, that's what it is. Because again, maybe this woman was not strong enough because she was maybe in fear or coerced to a certain way. Because we have to think about that. The powers of this world have a way of manipulating situations and making someone look and villainizing or people. Okay. In order, when they know that there's something about you, again, they will monitor you and surveillance you, and then they will make it seem as though you and vilify you. Okay, so again, my story on this channel and other platforms, I know it seems as though but I'm trying to share a way as we're walking with so-called God or Elohim in this time. And we don't really understand that some of us are walking with them. That doesn't mean you're literally there. Again, when we're talking about the heavens and all these things, we're also talking about in your mind, So that's why some people are really detached or isolated during that time. You're going within and you're dealing with your most high self and connecting to source, okay? So again, that's just something that, like I said, I found interesting with the things that I've seen over the past couple of days. And so again, and even it's just reminding me of something. It's reminding me of something when it comes to, I don't know why, and I know, like, we're talking, I'm someone, again, that had started my platform speaking on things and that deal with different classes in society and things like that. And so again, I don't know why right now I feel like, there's something that wants us to think that everybody that is in a high position or a place is, I have to because I need to use it for the definition. So, or when even we're talking about the rich, that all the rich are evil or something. That's not what I'm doing on this channel. You know, I feel like in this time, you know, Elohim are going to do what they're going to do with whoever they're going to do it with. So there's going to be as above, so below. There are going to be some of us here that are going to be in chosen, and there's going to be some that are going to be in positions, in higher exalted positions in the heavens of this world that may be chosen. But I don't know, for some reason, I'm thinking about when it says this whole thing about the mother has no strength to deliver. It just so happens that in my feed last night, a video of Kanye came up for some reason. And I don't know, it just was a video of him going somewhere or with someone. And I don't know, I had just gotten an uneasy feeling about it. I think it was like another paparazzi video of him telling people to get out of his face and that people shouldn't talk. So again, people think that these things are kind of like crazy behavior, but really I can kind of understand exactly what I think what he was saying. Okay. All right. And if you think back to some of these movies they put out in the past couple of years where people have to be quiet or else something will come and take them. Okay. Just the Bird Box and these other movies when the kids were in the having to roam around the country and you had to be silent and not make a peep. I'm saying we're dealing with, they're talking about this invasion is coming. It's already began. Okay. All right. And something to do with this prick that they want you to take is turning people into what it needs to, some kind of cyborg. Yeah. So, you know, I guess it's just game time. They have so-called 70% of the population, adult population, so-called pricked. So, whew. Okay, so it says, anyway, perhaps the Lord, okay, let's see. Children are already born, but the mother has no strength to deliver it. Yet perhaps the Lord your God has heard the Assyrian general defying the living God. Okay. Okay. And will rebuke him. Okay. Oh, pray for the few of us who are left. Isaiah replied, the Lord says, tell your master not to be troubled by the sneers. These of the Assyrians will receive bad news from the home and will decide to return. And the Lord will see it that he is killed when he arrives there. Okay. And again, I think that this is, I don't know. I don't know. I see something to do with Canada and I don't know. Maybe a king of the north. I don't know. That just came to mind. Again, I'm trying to be more, just let it out how it goes. Because again, maybe I don't understand what I'm saying, but maybe I do, and maybe somebody else will. And so I don't know. This is just how I'm seeing it. Okay. Okay. And it says, then the Assyrian general returned to his king at Libnah, for he received word that he had left Lachish. Soon afterwards, news reached the king that King Tirhaka of Ethiopia was coming to attack him. Before leaving to meet the attack, he sent back this message to King Hezekiah. Don't be fooled by that God you trust in. Okay. It says, don't believe it when he says that I won't conquer Jerusalem. You know perfectly well what the king of Assyria has done whenever they have gone, or wherever they have gone. They have completely destroyed everything. Why would you be any different? Have the gods of the other nations delivered them? Such nations as Gozan, Haran, Rezpha, and Eden, in the land of I don't know why I keep wanting to say Tesla. Tel-Lasar, okay? The former king of Assyria destroyed them all. What happened to the king of Hamath and the king of Arpad? What happened to the kings of Sepharvaim, Hena, and Iva? Hezekiah took the letter from the messenger, read it, and went over to the temple to spread it out before the Lord. Okay. Again, this temple, to your mind's eye. I mean, really, let's just keep it real. Could be, okay? Could be a telepathic message as well. Or even they have new things that they're using with technology that can get into people's heads and see what you're doing and things like this. And you think it's just the movies, but again, we call it television, but sometimes it's really just telling you the truth with false narrative notions and perception. So they'll give you views all your life that an alien is some green thing walking around with his skin, when really it's really not. It's people that look just like you. They're just made different. They think different. They see things differently. Okay. So it says here that what happened to the king. Okay, we already did that part. Okay, then he prayed this prayer: O Lord God of Israel, sitting on your throne high above the angels. Okay, now this is making me think about like the highest in the room. I don't know, that song has been coming up in my feed a lot. Right? So it says, you alone are the God of all the kingdoms of the earth. Okay. That's some power. I mean, something just went through me. Something just went through me. Okay. You created the heavens and the earth. Bend low, O Lord, and listen. Open your eyes, O Lord, and see. Listen to this man's defiance of the living God. Okay. So again, there's going to be people that are going to be in defiance of the living God. And again, who is the living God? I'm getting feminine energy here. And a lot of people are not going to like that, but who is it? Or even androgynous. Okay? Because again, I told you, I feel like God, when we're talking about this energy of God, this is someone of a family line, heir of a lineage, of a certain priesthood of people that would have a certain way. And this is the throne, meaning this is going to be who's going to be sitting on your crown or corona chakra. Okay, so this is like a connection or a linking up of. Okay, so God is going to be watching people through that throne to see how, and it's even like a judgment too, right? Because he sees. That's how he's going to be able to see everything, because this is going to be like a person that would have an all-seeing view of the world. Not just in this area, not just in that area, but they will be able to see a lot of different things and explain them, hopefully. So again, that's what I'm saying. It's just a lot of things that I think the church has ruined us. Education has done the same. And so again, it's time to go within, tap in, because again, like I said when I was a little girl, why God can't just come tell me something if he wants to? Well, he'll tell you, show you, and all these other ways. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So it says, and again, this living God would possibly be in danger, because people are going to want to isolate this living God. They're going to want to make people, they're going to put idols up and make them and put them in positions and act like they have power to do things and authority. And they're going to try to make sure that they do everything that they can to keep the real living God from doing what he or she needs to do. Okay. All right. So it's kind of like a sleeping God waking up. So that's why I call these things that we're doing remembering. Okay. Because if they took away the book, okay. So again, it says, you alone are the God of all the kingdoms of the earth. Okay. You created the heavens and the earth. Bend low, O Lord, and listen. Open your eyes, O Lord, and see. Listen to this man's defiance of the living God. Okay. Lord, it is true that the kings of Assyria have destroyed all those nations and have burned their idols. Their idol gods, but they weren't gods at all. They were destroyed because they were only things that men had made of wood and stone. Okay, now I'm telling you, we're not going to do it here because it's going to take too long, but do etymology on wood and stone. You can do whatever else you want to do. You can look in the concordance, but again, etymology is the history of the word, going back to as early as time when it was first used till what recent times. The concordance is another book by a publishing company that created that book to make it seem like whatever they was teaching you in the church that you needed to know, what they wanted you to know, that was going to be, again, when we're in these times now, everybody's all confused and you can't see what it is right in front of your face. Okay? So it says, "O Lord our God, we plead with you to save us from his power. Then all the kingdoms of the earth will know that you alone are God." All right. So it says, then Isaiah sent this message to Hezekiah. The Lord God of Israel says, I have heard you, and this is my reply to the king of Sennacherib. The virgin daughter of Zion isn't afraid of you. The daughter of Jerusalem scorns and mocks at you, whom you have defied and blasphemed. Okay, so again, this is somebody where this person had been defiled and blasphemed by these people. Okay, and towards whom you felt so cocky. It is the Holy One of Israel. Okay, again, it's even making me look at me real quick to say, what are we talking about? Because I'm seeing two female energies here and one male, actually. Okay, and there's those that are, look to be as they're being, again, well, I can see that energy. I've dealt with that energy. Okay, and it says, you have boasted, my chariots have conquered the highest mountains. Yes, the peaks of Lebanon. I have cut down the tallest cedars and the choicest cypress trees and have conquered the farthest borders. I have been refreshed at many conquered wells, and I destroyed the strength of Egypt just by walking by. Okay, so again, like I was saying, we're right here. Defied and blasphemed towards you. Okay, felt cocky. It is the Holy One of Israel. Okay, so again, I feel like, again, it is what it is. When you're somebody that's in a certain position, you're going to feel, you're going to get this. People are going to do things against you, envious things and things like this. But again, I do see two energies here, two, maybe even three, that we're talking about here. That could go either way, okay? That can go either way, but I'm telling you that one will be, we can look at it like this. One will be exalted, okay, in those times, the idol, okay? I feel from the information I'm taking in from these chapters. And then the other one is going to be hidden or pushed aside or cast out, okay? So again, it's just, and I'm saying, so there's the different lines of those who are by blood and those who maybe have been grafted in or by faith or something of this nature. So again, I'm just looking at it this way. All right. So again, those of you who have this journey, you know how it is. Okay. And so that's why I like to do these messages, even if it's not for me, it may be for somebody else, whatever. Again, we can figure it out. But I think that this is very telling. It's very telling. And again, I'm going to have to slow down and go through it again, because sometimes when I go into these, I'm just going into it, sharing it with you guys. And again, I didn't even have time to really grasp what we're saying here. But when I get off of here and after I read all of these, I'll be able to take it in. Okay. So again, we're going to go. And so again, since today was the 19th, we're going to stop there. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and go into 2 Chronicles 19, and we're going to see if we are seeing some kind of a timeline here. Okay, because I'm just thinking, like, when it's precept upon precept, people go from one place to another, but I'm just thinking, like, is it really something else that we can see if we go by numbers? So this is something that I'm just trying and testing out, because I've been seeing things, and then it led me to do it this way. Okay. So again, it may be an easier way for us to be able to see what's to come. Okay. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Gratitude and grand rising again. And don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And let me know what you think down below. But again, I think that there's a whole bunch of trickery going on. And again, it's heavy. So again, it would have to take someone that has been going through these certain things to see what this is really saying. And again, that's why I hope that we are just that light of the world. Okay, try to do it with, as straightforward as you can and with a pure heart, and just, try to do it in more layman's terms so people can realize and recognize, and also take that energy in on their own, because that's what I'm looking at. I don't want to I'm not going to be the one to have something and just harness it to myself. We want to spread it out. And again, it all starts with us. The path is within us. The connection is connecting to your most high self and then source. And so again, And that's something like what we're doing with each other on this plane. So, yeah. So I want to thank you guys for watching and take care.